of times.
He's a producer.
Hey, I'm looking for Mrs. Bubblegum. Yeah, you know I need the sweet love, cocoa butter kisses that I could only dream of. Making people want the love we have when they see us. I love ya, I want ya, girl, I really need ya. Is it real? Is it real? See, I don't want to question it. Is it real? Is it real? I think that's a definite. I thank God every day, cause yeah, she really heaven sent. See, God don't make mistakes. My baby's really evidence. Kisses on the cheek that I can't get enough of. You keep the smile on my face from sun up to sun up. I take you out on dates and I could buy you roses. See, I know this ain't perfection, but this really the closest. The fussing and the fighting isn't necessary. The Valentine's for us is not only in February. Anything you want, man, you can get it out of me. See, I just ask for loyalty, man. Show me that you down for me.
Hey, we are here. We are here. We are here. John.
Here. We are here.
We are here once
We
again.
are here.
Ball Central Podcast. Your hosts Phil and John. We have a lot to talk about. NBA playoffs. The second round just started, and it has been a crazy second round. We have a lot to talk about. We're also going to recap the rest of the first round that we didn't get to go over last week, and give you our reactions to what's transpired in the second round. So hey, if you're new here, welcome back to Baller Central, your maybe hopefully top 3, top 5 source for anything NBA, NFL, all things sports. We usually like to give our unique takes along with some jokes with it to, be original, be, unique, etc. Don't be someone else, be yourself, that type of thing. We usually go live once or twice a week, depending on NFL season, or like we had a couple weeks ago, the NFL draft. We also like to do some watch parties here and there. And we also have a gaming channel where I play WWE and MLB at the moment. So, hey, tune over there. Check out us on all our socials. Check us out on all the audio platforms as well, since we usually upload our audio right after the live pod. So if you miss us live and you want to hear us, go check out there and give us whatever feedback they have there. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways. 1 out of 10, W or L. So, hey. But before we get into everything, how are we doing today, John? Besides amazing Cloud9 or orange and blue skies, as Stephen A said.
Even better. Phil, you want to know how I started off my week? Food shopping. Favorite tortilla chips. Right here. Let me just say. Guess how much they cost? Me, Phil.
Where'd you buy them at?
ShopRite. This is a Jersey grocery food store. So I mean,
I'm gonna say $2.99.
Ooh, it was a deal. Let me just tell you, it was a deal. Guess what it cost? You said $2.99?
Yeah.
88 cents.
Oh, wow.
Can I get a deal? I get a deal? I'm having a great week. I'm sorry, Phil. I'm sorry.
Wow. What was it for one or like 2 for?
No, yeah, up to 4. You could get 4. So I bought.
Oh, they're 88 cents each.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's like 88 cents per bag. You get 4 bags. You know
what kind of salsa do you eat it with?
Tortilla chip. I'm just saying.
What do you eat it with?
I have with salsa, with guacamole, with literally. I mean, it's so good. It's gluten free. You know what I mean? I can't get enough. I mean, you know who really supplies these? Walmart. Walmart supplies these. I don't know if you ever see them.
I've seen those, yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying, Phil, check these out. They legit. If we could have one sponsor, this is who it'd be. No offense. I don't mean to be like that. The salt is that good. It's so good. And it's gluten-free.
Yeah. As soon as the NBA season's over, we might have to do food reviews.
Food reviews. Hello. 88 cents. Couldn't get better. Look how big this bag is.
You know what we should do before each show? We each try to find a snack or item that is both in our areas and try them on live, so that way
together. Yeah. Sure, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down. That sounds good.
Okay.
But Bill, come get you a bag of these. Goddamn.
Are you eating anything right now, or are you just eating a plain?
What'd you say?
Are you eating a plain right now, or with something?
I also got a little,
Oh, good. Okay.
jar
Which
salsa.
kind?
Hey,
Let me see.
this isn't like the good salsa. This was an on sale salsa. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah. I buy the same one, so yeah, don't worry about it.
What do you got? You got hot or medium or mild?
Hot,
Hot.
so.
Yeah.
What do you
Right
got?
now, this is a medium, just so I'm breaking in my house. But did you get the Diablo? Did you hear about the Diablo?
The Diablo one?
Yeah, they got it's like a ghost pepper Diablo type of thing.
I might
I
have
could
to
be
look
messing
into
that
it.
up, but it is a limited edition one from Tortillas. It's good stuff. But yeah, let's get into it, Phil. I'm freaking excited. Let's go.
So we're gonna wrap up the first round first, and there's only like 3 games we need to talk about since everything else happened last week. Let's start off with the Knicks beating the Pistons in 6.
Amen.
Yep, they finished things off at Detroit in Game 6. Hey, great series. The Pistons really brought some toughness to the Knicks that series, but eventually the better roster came through and finished the game off because I feel like it would have been a lot of nervous heads if this went to Game 7, but glad the Knicks were able to finish it off fast, especially since the Celtics finished their series in 5. So, like you said, they needed the rest. So
that's honestly, I don't mean to be like that, but that's honestly was my biggest fear, is that it was going to go to 7 and we are going to give them 2 games rest, and everyone was going to be rest. You know what I mean? Like because no offense to this Celtics team, at least from a Knicks fan perspective, looking inside out, it is a stacked team. When everyone's healthy, when everyone's good, it is a hard team to play. We've lost them 4 times this year, but I mean, they're not super healthy. They're not super together. You know what I mean? I don't mean to be like that, but if they had that extra day, I fear the Celtics and Knicks series would have been different a little bit. Maybe not, but I'm just saying.
Gotcha.
I'm appreciative that we beat Detroit in Detroit. Like, we need to win road games. You know what I mean? And I think this Knicks team can do that. So I'm excited.
Gotcha.
Let's move on
And
to the
a 2-for-1 special. The Warriors survived Game 7 versus the Rockets, and the Nuggets beat the Clippers handedly in Game 7 as well. Yeah, just experience. Denver's a former champion, so are the Warriors. The Rockets, they weren't favored to win the series because of this reason of experience. So they
fired their coach. I just want to put that out there.
The Rockets?
Yeah, didn't they? No, they didn't. They had Ime Udoka. Never mind. I was thinking of Denver and
Denver fired their coach, yes.
And Sacramento, right?
Yeah.
There are 2. Oh, and Memphis. 3.
Yep.
There are like 3 West teams that fired their coach. Memphis got knocked out early. They really shouldn't have fired their coach. But everyone else is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, I think the experience kicked in and the right teams won Game 7. Houston, this is experience for the future. Jalen Green, absolutely ugly series by him. Only 1 game in double digits. And that was like a 30-point outing. Everything else was like under 10. So there's a reason why, like we said earlier in previous pods, there's a reason why, Giannis is coming up in Houston's name, Kevin Durant, et cetera, other players might be traded there because Jalen Green has failed to be that guy for them.
So. Yeah, yes, no doubt. And I think they definitely need to add a piece or 2. I mean, they're a good young team, but even their veterans that are stepping up aren't stepping up as much as added like a KD. You know what I mean?
Fred had a good series. Sengun had a good series. Brooks was Dylan Brooks, so not too much to go off of there. But yeah,
Dylan Brooks stepped up at times where, like, sometimes scoring he didn't do it in the regular season, then he did in the post. So I mean,
true.
I'm just saying, if that was Kevin Durant, maybe it's double that. But like, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
But hey. And now that's round 1. Let's get into round 2. We're gonna start off in the West because I know we have a lot to say about the East too. The 2 Eastern Conference matchups. The first one, Golden State, Minnesota. They've only played 1 game. Game 2 is tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Game 1 was just a belt to ass type of moment. It was Warriors the whole way, even with Steph and Curry getting injured in the first half, and it probably will be out games 2 through 4 because of a hamstring injury,
which is crazy.
Yep.
That's really going to impact the series, I think.
And Edwards, he could have took advantage of the situation. He had 1 point after the first half, and then he started heating up. But yeah, unacceptable moment on Ant's behalf, just because he's one of the star players. He's a potential face of the league, and he didn't show up even when the Warriors lost their best player. So, but with Steph being out, I think Minnesota should be able to win this, but I don't know how long Steph's going to be out. The earliest is going to be he could come back game 4, but it's a hamstring injury, and you don't want to rush that, so he could potentially be out rest of the series. But yeah, not looking good for Golden State. This is why you got Jimmy Butler to be that guy. We need Miami Jimmy Butler to help
Yeah.
carry this team.
But Anthony Edwards, I mean, last series he proved he was the best player out there. You know what I mean? Like he propelled Minnesota. I mean, so did Rudy Gobert, but I mean, like, and so did Julius Randle. But like, and they're doing it as a team effort. But I think Ant really needs to step up in this series to prove he's the guy. Now that Cat left, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's I don't. As much as I like Golden State, as much as I want them to win, as much as I like Buddy, Steph, Jimmy, Ant should he should take over. He really should this series. He should ask himself who's the best player in this series again and go take the series, because I don't really like this Minnesota team, but they have what it takes to win this series. You know what I mean, and to move on. You know what I mean, and I don't know. I mean, that's when Denver, OKC, the winner of that series. I really want to see how long that series goes. Like, does that series go to 7 games? You know what I mean? And that's where I think, especially if they win tonight, like Minnesota. I mean, Minnesota could really iron their path out to the finals right now, right here, Phil. You know what I mean? If you make this a really short series with Golden State, you get to the semifinals with some rest. OKC, Denver battled up to 7. They're tired. You play them right off the bat, and you sneak the first 2 games. You could go to the finals.
Right.
You could. It just I don't know.
But it all starts with Anthony.
Would you pick them to go to the finals right now out of the last 4 teams?
I picked OKC.
That's what I mean. And then if you didn't pick OKC, would you not go back to Jokic and Denver if they just beat OKC? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, it's.
Yeah, I think whoever wins between Denver and OKC is going to the finals.
Yeah, and that's where it's like, I don't mean to be rude, but Anthony Edwards really needs to come prove it to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, if you're that guy, if you're really saying who you are, like, win early, rest, play OKC, Denver, beat them. Go to the finals. That'd be insane. Could you imagine a Minnesota Knicks finals?
Randall, that would be very interesting, because I know if Randall steps in MSG, he's gonna get all of it.
He get booed. He get booed out the woo. But like, realistically, he shouldn't get booed. He really shouldn't. Like,
but you know they are.
Yeah.
You know he is.
Even
though he's the reason why that.
You know what you're like. Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Yeah, he built his value to be able to trade for Cat. So I mean, they kind of owe him. So
I know we give up DiVincenzo though. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah,
that was a big sell. I mean,
yeah,
it really worked out for both sides, and that was a good trade. But
so hopefully Steph's able to heal, but with his age and his first ever hamstring strain, it's going to be shaky. But we'll find out.
Who are you rooting for in that series? Are you rooting for Minnesota or for Golden State? Okay. I want Golden State to win. Like, I like the 3 Buddy, Jimmy, Steph combo with Draymond or whatever. I think that is a cool veteran combo. You know what I mean? And I think this could go 7 games. But I just, at the same time, like, Minnesota has all the tools to get to the finals right now. They really do.
But if they keep shooting like the last 2 games against LA 5 and the first game against Golden State, they're not going anywhere. And plus, Buddy Hield has been electric the last 2 games, being like he's done his best Klay Thompson impression these last couple of games, and he deserves a lot.
Yes. I'm just saying, like, I miss Klay a little bit. Like, I'm not saying you need Klay in this stretch, but if you had Klay with them, I'd be less afraid of it. You know what I mean?
Buddy Hield is like what? It's Steph, Klay, and Buddy Hield for the most threes made in the last 5 years. So if you don't have Klay Thompson, Buddy Hield is your next best choice.
Right there. Yeah. He really was a great replacement. Like, and that's what they do in Golden State. No offense. They're just a plug and play system. Sorry. I don't mean to be like that. But like, you have Steph Curry. You need a 3-point shooter, Klay Thompson, or hence Buddy Hield. You need a small forward kind of guy who can shoot the 3, but can also rebound and do all the small things. Wiggins, Harrison Barnes, KD. You know what I mean? You got, Steph Curry at the point. I mean, and then you got Draymond passing and facilitating and doing the defense and all the other scandalous things. You know what I mean? So it's their system is so unique. It's almost like the triangle. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a plug and play type system in a sense. Yeah. But they do it so well. They like Steve Kerr, and they need to use Kuminga more.
They do.
They
now
really
they will with Curry out.
Oh my God. It's just I'm sitting there, I'm watching the game, I'm like, what is going on? Like, why is Kuminga not scoring? And it's just he just doesn't like tall forwards. I don't know what it is with Steve Kerr.
He does love 3 guard lineups for starting lineup. So yeah,
Dude,
they love small ball. So yeah,
he sees himself in the lineup. I don't understand what's going on right now.
right. So hey, let's head over to OKC and Denver. Now Denver, it was a very, very exhilarating first game. Chet Holmgren misses 2 free throws at the end of the game. Denver gets the rebound. Russ, he runs up the court, passes to Aaron Gordon in the corner 3, and Aaron Gordon hits his second game winner of the playoffs because one was a buzzer beater dunk versus the Clippers, and now he hits a 3 against the OKC Thunder. But game 2 was not the same story. OKC set the record for first half playoff points with 87, and they won, and they get their second 40-point win of the playoffs. So yeah, the game 2 was just ugly.
Insane. I really don't want to play OKC. I really don't want to go to the finals to play OKC.
Yeah, and yeah, after because game 1, Denver got escaped with the W, but OKC responded the way people should respond after losing your first game at home.
87 points in the first quarter.
Yep, first half. Yeah,
first half, whatever.
Yeah, so yeah, with that performance and them barely losing game 1, OKC should be the favorite. I think they win it in 6.
I should.
So yeah, it does.
I mean, right now 1-1.
And Jokic fouled out that second game.
I'm hoping it goes 7. I'm hoping this series battles out. It's a dumb hope. It really is.
I hope so. But also Scott Foster's back refereeing because he was out for like a month or 2 with a hamstring strain. So yeah,
great.
If you need a series extended, Scott Foster's your guy.
He is your guy, but there's no Chris Paul in the series anymore. He doesn't play for either of these teams. So
true, but you also need someone to help carry that Scott Foster legacy. It could be SGA. But if
SGA, relax.
Well, we're not for the benefit, not the negative side for Chris Paul.
All right.
Yeah.
You could be passing off a curse though.
I mean, he did get Jokic fouled out quick. Maybe it's against Jokic.
I'm just sitting here like the NBA, by the way, is like the officiating has been horrible in the playoffs. I just want to put that out there. It has been bad. I don't mean it like so there are some decent calls. It has been bad. It has been very controversial. There's always 1 to 2 things a quarter. You're like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
They never explain it.
The 2-minute report does not help at all.
It's horrible. You're basically admitting for fault. You really are. You're basically throwing games.
We acknowledge we messed up after looking at the footage back the day after, but we can't do anything about it. So well.
The audacity when you want to blame the fucking Knicks on how we fouled, yet there was a loose ball foul that was the audacity to say it was a good no call after 3 seconds later you missed a completely blatant call. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, you're not in the right to judge that. I don't mean to be like that, but like, I don't know.
But hey, I'm hoping we get a 7-game series for OKC in Denver. But the way OKC played last night,
OKC would end it in Denver, though. You're saying OKC in 6.
Yeah, I mean, they might end it in 5 if they play like that yesterday.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I could see it more in 5 than in 6, but I hear you because I'm rooting for a 7. So like, I love the fact that people pick something in 6, and I'm like, okay, so you're saying we're gonna win on the road? You're saying we're that dominant, or no matter what, we're gonna win?
Yeah, but
okay, valid.
Denver did do their job in getting a 1 at home versus OKC. So hey, if I'm Denver, I'm not feeling too upset. I got blown out in game 2 just because you already got the game 1 win. So you're going back to Denver tied 1-1. So
and the air quality is going to change.
Right. So
the air quality is going to massively change, and that's going to affect at least 1 game. You know what I mean? So
maybe the first one, maybe game 3. Yeah.
And then if Denver wins, that's where it gets scary for OKC to me, and that's why I think it goes 7. But I would love to see OKC do another 87 point half. 87. Yep. Jesus.
It was 87. It was 87
on the board.
It was 87-54.
54.
They're up by 33 at halftime. Yeah. Yeah, it was ugly. Okay,
no.
Let's head over to our favorite conference to watch basketball in, the Eastern Conference. So yeah. Speaking of missed calls, Pacers, Cavs. That's what I want to talk about first. Okay. You mentioned the Knicks call, but the Pistons.
Yeah, sorry. I'm bringing it up because I truly do believe that the NBA officiating, somebody needs to do something. I don't mean it like.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but they're not going to do anything to like they're not going to penalize them. They're not going to fine them. They should.
Change the system, dude. I don't like it's
But,
because if this happens in the finals, people are gonna be upset.
I'm pretty sure it has happened in the finals where
I know, which it has, but like I'm just saying, if it happens in the finals and we're in the finals, and it goes against the Knicks, and it just screws us out of like 40 years of like a championship, it's gonna piss me off.
Yeah. So hey, let's talk about Pacers Cavs game 1.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, it was a crazy game 1 by Hali and company.
Yeah.
The Cavs were up 7. But no, the Cavs were up 7. No, game 1 was pretty much, I think everyone was playing besides Garland. Pacers did their thing, won game 1, but game 2 was a whole different story. No Mobley, no Garland, no Darius Hunter. Oh, what's his name? Not Darius Hunter. DeAndre Hunter. There we go. DeAndre Hunter.
Yep.
They did not play game 2, but the Cavs were up 7, and then one of the biggest collapses in history, besides the ones we're going to talk about after. But big collapse in the Cavs game. They're up 7 with like 45, 50 seconds left. Free throws happen, offensive fouls happen, and a putback dunk happens, and then Hali hits a 3 over Ty Jerome to win the game. And now the Pacers are going back to Indy 2-0, and no signs of Mobley, Garland, or Hunter coming back. So this series might be cooked, but I'm glad you mentioned the refs because the 2-minute report came out the day after for the game 2 of Cavs and Pacers. Lane violations were missed. Fouls were missed. A 3-second defensive 3 seconds was missed. So, yeah, just a whole lot of nonsense in that game 2 missed. But, yeah, how confident are you for the Cavs right now? Down 2-0 with injured players.
I'll bring it back up, but not that confident. I mean, it's insane that they don't have their 2 biggest assets.
Defensive player of the year as well. Having Mobley is crazy.
You gotta. I mean, Allen did a good job, I guess, in game 2, but
22, 12, and like 3 blocks.
You gotta do that exact again, at least.
Maybe even more with no Mobley. Yeah.
No Mobley. Realistically, you gotta at least put up 30. Sorry, bro. Donovan Mitchell, 48 points. Wow, good for you. If you could do it again, do it again. He'll probably have
he has to
25 to 35. Realistically, that's what I'm guessing because no one else is putting up points in this damn game. Tyrese Jerome, if you're starting and you have 27 minutes and you have 2 points, get it together. All right.
1 for 14 from field. Nasty.
Yeah, nah, dog. Get it together. Sorry about it. Same with Murrell. I know you're 26 off the bench. It was a different night, you know what I mean? But 5 for 10, get it together. You know what I mean? Like, had 14 points, good for you. I mean, but get it together. Wade, once again, off the bench, 1 for 4. You got to shoot more. I don't know. You know what I mean? I mean, people went to the line. It wasn't that bad, but yeah, I don't know. Cleveland, get it together. Hali had a great game. Hali with that last 3 did it. He almost got out of there with 16, 9, and 4, but then it was 19, 9, and 4. So the 19 just put a little exclamation point on that for Hali. Good for him. Siakam with only 12 is crazy to me, Phil. Yeah. They need to get Siakam way more involved in this. That's probably why they almost damn lost. Sorry, I don't mean to be like that, but like
they were down 7, 45 seconds left.
Yeah. And Obi Toppin needs to be in this game more. Sorry about that too. That's their fucking spark. No offense, off the bench. Like, why don't you put Obi in? Like, you turn the New York Knicks or something? Like, why we keep him on the bench only 15 minutes in the game, 7 points? You could double that. You double his minutes. You know what I mean? He could have 14, 25 points. You know what I mean? Like, let's get it together. Same with TJ McConnell. Only 13 minutes, 4 points. What is going on here? That's another reason why Indiana just needs to get it together. Sorry, I don't mean to be like that. Especially going home. I don't mean to be like that. You could sweep these guys. They could. Could you imagine Indiana sweeping these guys? Ooh.
Yeah, especially if Mobley, Garland, and Hunter don't play. Definitely a possibility.
One of those guys got to play. One of those guys got to play. Sorry.
I think they play Saturday. Do they play Saturday? I think they play Saturday.
Okay.
So,
if they play Saturday, they got time to rest. But one of those guys got to play.
True. Because Stephen A. Smith said, Garland, I don't know what you have. Toe injury, turf toe, painted toe, something. You need to be out there. Do whatever you can to get out there.
Yeah, something.
So, hey. And then the last series we're going to talk about, the series that has all group chats on fire right now.
We're on fire. We lit.
Knicks
We're trying not to be.
Knicks up 2-0 versus the Celtics. Game. So basically, just to sum everything up, also we're going to talk about game by game, but summary here, the Celtics were up 20 both games, and I believe in the fourth quarter. Then the Knicks came back stunning fashion. One in overtime was the first game. The second one was fourth quarter. and then they came back to win both games. So
the funny thing is that I think we were down 20 in the second game, in the fourth, not down 20 in the third.
It was like first half,
in the third or whatever,
Yeah.
and it was closer. But then we went to overtime, and I'm just sitting here thinking, like, man, we really went to overtime.
So I want to hear about your side on the Knicks side, and I'll talk about my side on the Celtics side.
Okay.
About game one.
Game one. All right, hold on. Let me go back to game one. I had game two pulled up. My bad. Sorry. Game one was on the 5th. All right, OT. Let's go. All right. Game one. All right. Watching this game, I just want to say on the Knicks side, Josh Hart, scrappy. Love you. Keep it up. Keep being scrappy. Game one. OG and Nobi, thank you for showing up. 29 points. Hello. Thank you. Sorry about that. Carl Anthony Towns, 14-13. It's all right. We need to get it. We need to get better. We need to get out of foul trouble. We need to start making free throws. I'm just saying. I mean, you were 2 for 2, but you need to get to the line more. No offense. I don't mean to be like that. Jalen Brunson, 29 points. Great game. Appreciate you. Mikal Bridges, good defense, surprisingly, in game one.
Surprisingly.
And game two. I mean, really good defense. Not like surprisingly. Like he ended the game in both games. I'm just putting that out there.
Because I know before this series, Knicks fans were ready to send Mikal Bridges for Giannis or KD. I
said he got to show up. He got to play. He was Mr. Iron Man. He checked in for 10 seconds. Got a foul and left in the last game. So no offense, going in the playoffs. There's a little sour taste in our mouth. No offense. I don't even be like that. But, Robinson, keep it up. Dude, they're doing Hacker Robinson. No offense. And
after one of those free throws in like game 2, I understand why.
I mean, I get it, but like at the same time, like Robinson, keep it up. 3 for 10 from the free throw line. You're gonna get it together. You're gonna get together. McBride, 11. Hell yeah, bro. Miles McBride, when he touches the ball, electric. He's our Peyton Pritchard. Low-key. Sorry about it. But it's I don't know. I'm overall game one, fun game. That's what we're doing. We're just doing game one.
Yeah, then we'll go game 2 after I say my piece. But
Brunson probably should have made the last shot, if we're being honest.
Yeah, that was just unlucky. He was open. It was a good shot, just rimmed out.
Yeah.
Before
Miles
overtime.
McBride, thank you again for that rebound. Amen. I was like, let's go. Sorry.
From my side, game 1. Yeah, apparently whenever the Celtics lose, they have to do it in a historic fashion. 45 missed threes from that team. Yeah, it was ugly. 15 for 60 for threes. They shot 35% as well, 34 for 97. They had 26 free throws, 10 more rebounds. So the rebounding wasn't the problem. But yeah, Porzingis left game 1 early because of the illness. Sam Hauser hurt his ankle.
Dude, that was weak. Sorry, I don't mean to be like that, but.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying he has HIV for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what the illness is, but
I'm just saying if it's an illness, say flu. You know what I'm saying? Like say flu. Say you're playing through a flu game, or.
But if they lie, don't they get fined for lying? Because we don't know. They don't know what it is.
Oh, jeez. I guess.
I mean, honestly, I don't know the protocol for sure, but yeah.
I'm just saying. Say it's a bad illness. You know what I mean? Don't just say illness.
I have no clue what it is. No one knows what it is. But yeah. They're up 20. Huge collapse. They got too comfortable with the 3. They got too comfortable in general. Jason Tatum. This series has been absolutely terrible because last series he was averaging 30 points and he was a great series against Orlando. But it was a complete 180, just like the next series in the regular season because they beat him 4-0. Tatum was killing every game, but in the playoffs, complete 180. 7 for 23 from the field. 4 for 15 from 3.
I don't mean to be like that, but you know how I'm a Tatum hater?
Yeah.
Somewhat. Not so much, but somewhat. You know what I mean? All right. I put 2 different bets on Jason Tatum. They both did not cash.
I thought you
I just want to put that out there. I believed in your guys. All right. And they did not come through for me. I'm just putting that out there. I'm just saying.
Because maybe that's the bad juju you needed.
What?
So maybe if I put a bet in, the opposite will happen.
Oh, maybe. Hey, let me know when you're betting on Tatum. All right.
I might bet on Jalen Brunson to see what happens.
Okay.
So yeah, for the Celtics, just too many missed opportunities. They got too comfortable. Yeah, Jason Tatum, especially in this whole game and in the clutch, just shrank in the moment. Jaylen Brown did terrible too. 1 for 10 from 3, 7 for 20 from the field. Yeah, your top 2 guys did not show up. Yeah, just unexcusable performance for game 1. It's just nasty. And OT, Jalen Brunson didn't even score in overtime. And there's plenty of opportunities for you there. But Mikal Bridges showed his worth once again in that overtime, especially with that last second steal on Jaylen Brown and definitely some clutch plays down the stretch. So, yeah, even though Jalen Brunson showed up in the fourth and did an OT, other players from the Knicks depth showed up in that OT. I think it was like Cat, OG, and Mikal. So, yeah. Definitely well deserved. Now game 2, which was last night. Knicks won 91-90. Same story, up 20, but this time in the fourth quarter. And fun fact, Mikal Bridges was scoreless through 3 quarters and scored everything in the fourth quarter. So your Knicks side on game 2.
Give me 1 second. My phone's malfunctioning.
Okay.
Sorry, I got my notes here. It just backs on my notes for a second. Yo, game 2. All right. First off, I just want to put this out there. I run a pool tournament on Wednesdays, so like I had to get to the bar early. I missed the first quarter, so I was there from like the second to close or whatever.
I was watching on IBTE last night.
Oh, were you?
My reaction was live.
Oh, really? How was everybody's reaction?
Yeah, I said, like, I think we were watching until like the very end. Like me in the fourth quarter when we're up like 10-15, like watch the Celtics lose this lead. 5 minutes later, it happened. So.
Did Lawrence laugh? They would laugh.
Neil did, but he's a Nets fan, so
okay.
his opinion don't really matter too much.
Okay, sorry about it. All right, so my last night's reaction. So yeah, like I said, I was running pool and doing other stuff, but like we were just talking about random stuff. We talked about Dikembe Mutombo. We talked about like a lot of things during this game, and like Josh Hart had an amazing game. Just want to put that out there. Like I said, it was scrappy. 23 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. If you can do that every game, that's what I need from you, Josh Hart. I mean, he averaged over 10 in the regular season. That's all I kind of need. I just need like 10 to 18, but like that's a great job. And then Obi only 5 points. What happened? It was great defense. Now I just need you to put the ball in the hole. That's all I'm trying to say. He needs to shoot more threes. 1 for 4. Man, can you hit threes? I'm just saying. Karl Anthony Towns, 21 points. I'm liking what you're doing, Cat, but I need it up. I need it all up. No offense. This is Boston. All right, Boston is down 2-0. They've never been down 2-0 ever. Bring it the fuck up. No offense.
I guess Chicago a while ago.
17 rebounds, good job. But, I'm just saying. Get to the line more. Jalen Brunson, 17 points. Shaky game overall, but good. Good.
Yeah, they won with the Jalen Brunson shaky game. That's crazy.
Yeah. Mikal Bridges, 14 points. Pretty good job. 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Great defense overall, like I said before. 2 for 8 from threes. Keep shooting them. And I think him, Brunson, and Nobi, they all just kind of just didn't hit their threes tonight. And luckily, it wasn't too bad. Cat missed a 3. Like, it was kind of the opposite of the Celtics, whatever, but we kind of came back. Yeah. I don't understand why they didn't foul Robinson in this game as much. I just want to put that out there.
Probably because they knew if they kept it going, they'd probably just sub someone out for Robinson. So.
Like when we did it with I mean, and that's the thing. Like we have went to our bench more in a sense, but at the same time, because they're running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Realistically, we're just running 7.
Oh, so plus like, if they did follow him a lot, that means the Knicks will get into bonus faster, and we probably didn't want that. So yeah,
because that's kind of how we came back in game 1. We just kind of hit the line, but it's. I mean, it was an interesting take from game 1 to game 2 with, for example, 3 from 10 versus 1-0. You know what I mean? Like, so it was interesting. I mean, he really just missed 1 free throw. That's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
As
for the Boston side, they did miss 45 threes today or yesterday. They missed 33, so still terrible. 25% from 3, still unacceptable. Jason Tatum unacceptable once again. A complete drop off from the first round against Orlando to now. 13 points, 5 for 19 shooting, 1 for 5 from 3. I mean, he had 3 steals and a block on defense, which I mean, he's still one of the best like 2-way players in the league. But yeah, the offense. There's a reason why people are hesitant to put him into like top 5 conversations, just because of stuff like this, inefficiency and his shot IQ. He was settling a lot. Obviously, if your shots don't settle, that's what happens. You have 5 for 19 games. Al Horford and Porzingis, they were getting worked out by the New York Knicks bigs. Yeah, just a lot of unacceptable basketball, especially, and it starts with Jason Tatum because he's the best player on the team. He's the guy that's led this team last year in points, rebounds, and assists. So if you play bad, obviously you got to deserve a lot of criticism that goes with it. But yeah, another 20-point lead lost. The Celtics, I think throughout this entire year, this is the worst basketball they've played, like regular season and now. Because I saw a stat somewhere that says the Celtics have never shot this bad the whole year, but they decided to do it now. So, honestly, for me, just to summarize the series, a lot of people would probably say the Celtics are dead in the water, which I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say that's the wrong thing to say, but I mean, because they're down 2-0 heading to MSG. So if anyone says the series is over and the Knicks got in the bag, I don't blame you at all. With the way the Celtics are playing, I can see that happening.
I'd say don't jinx our freaking team. That's what I'd say. I'd say the series isn't over. I'd say listen to Kobe. That's what I'd say. But whatever. Yeah. We'll just chill. We'll just chill over here.
This is why I'm feeling like that, because I still think the Celtics can pull this series off, even though they're down 0-2, just because all credit to the Knicks, obviously, but they haven't been playing their best basketball
either.
Because there's a reason why the Celtics were up 20 points in both games.
Sure.
It's basically the Celtics' mistakes killing themselves in each and every game. They've had the Knicks number for like 1 through 3 quarters. It's just the Knicks are resilient enough to come back and hang in there and to close the door when they finally come back. So
I mean, to be fair, they only scored 90 points in this game each, like 90 to 91. So it was like realistically, it was really good defense, and then it was, I mean, we did stay in it, and I do think we are struggling as well, but at the same time, like
the Celtics are struggling worse. That's the problem.
Yeah. And no offense, like this is something that you're gonna be annoyed at me for saying, but why is Britton Pitcher only getting 21 minutes? Why? Like he was 3 for 9. He only had 9 points, but give him more time. Let him shoot the ball more. I don't know.
Yeah, because they want to put, just like the Knicks with Tom Thibodeau, he wants to put the starters in as much as he can.
As much as you can. And I mean, I love Tom, and I love Joe Mazzulla, but Joe Mazzulla, no offense, you fall into Tom Thibodeau's traps here. All right, you haven't been playing the Celtics all year, all along. I'm just saying, we have. And everyone's been joking on us. Everyone's been like, oh, Tom doesn't know how to set a lineup. Tom doesn't know this. Maybe we need a new coach in New York. It's looking good right now. It really is. You don't want to play our game.
The thing I want to say is with the Celtics, if any Celtics fans are watching this at all, the silver lining to all of this, the Celtics have had 2 historically bad games to kick off the series. The worst games they've played all year, but they were the games were both 1 possession losses.
Sure.
That's something to help to hold your head up on, which means it took historically bad losses just to lose by 1 possession. And the Celtics do play better on the road, so I'm not saying that the series is completely done. I'm saying there's still a chance just because of how the games ended. I mean, if they lost by 20 and got blown up by 20, I'd be having a different story. But missing 45 threes and losing by overtime and by 1 possession, and then game 2, losing a 20-point lead and only losing by 1 point. I mean, I still think there's plenty of series left. And of course, I'm a Celtics fan. I'm always going to say if we're down in the series, it's not over till the other team wins 4 games, which the Knicks only have to win 2. We have to win 4. So the series is completely not over yet.
I mean, we do have 2 in our.
Oh damn! It's Spike Lee calling.
No,
Yo, you want me to get you a seat for Saturday? Because I know it's. Did you see the prices?
I wish. You see that's right. It's insane. Over $400 just to get on the top.
I saw $800.
Oh yeah. Well, those are seats you can see from. You know what I mean? You can see the court. If you want to get in the bathroom, you get the $400 seat. I'm just saying.
You're going to be watching behind a pillar or something.
You could be there. I'm just saying. You want to be there. That's what Spike's saying to me. I'm just like, nah, I'm all right, Spike. I watch it tomorrow. Thanks. Appreciate you.
But from a Celtics point of view, obviously you can say, Tatum deserves a lot of, criticism for the way he played, just because you went from 30 points per game against the Magic to like rebounds and 6, etc., to these 2 nasty performances. But if you're telling me Jason Tatum has had the 2 worst games of his year so far, and in the postseason, and the Celtics only lost by 1, I'm still fairly confident. Not as confident as I was before the series, but I'm still confident that the Celtics could come back and win the series. Sure. And I'm gonna do a little sticky note right here because we haven't done one in the postseason yet. I'm gonna be the first one to do it. I think the Celtics come back and win the series down 2-0. I'm going with that.
Depending on who wins game 3. Can I just say this is the most important game of this series is game 3.
Yeah, I agree.
If the Knicks come out and we win this game, we have this series. I don't mean to be like that.
No, I agree. Because that's what
3.
Did you see what Shaq and Chuck said?
No, what they say?
They basically said what you're saying. I think this is important They said it's important for both teams to win, because if you're the Knicks, if you win this game, you successfully went up 3-0, and no team has come back from a 0-3 hole.
And there's a reason, because you get 2-3 more chances to close the door. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And because you want to put your neck on this team's you want to put your foot on this team's neck as many times as possible, because they're the defending champs, etc. They're the higher seed, and you want to make sure they have no confidence going into Game 4.
You're a stacked team. You should play Creighton pitcher more. I'm being honest with you. That he is a spark off the bench for you that scares me. He's the one that extends the lead all the time, and then you take him out, and then we come back.
True.
I don't mean to be like
if you do take him out, you do lose the defense of Hali or Derek White. So it's kind of But I do wish he does need to play a little bit more. I agree though. But as for the Celtics side,
you got to go way more low. You got to, in a sense, move Tatum to power forward, move Brown to small forward.
That was the starting lineup, actually. That's been the lineup, yeah. Tatum at 4.
Tatum plays center? Who played center?
It was Al Horford because of Porzingis' illness.
They run him with the smalls a lot, and I get it, but Al Horford also needs to play a lot better. Because no offense, if he doesn't play Al, I don't mean to be like that, they're going to replace you in Boston. You're going to replace you in Boston right after this series.
I mean, he's near the edge. He's like 38, so he's near the
edge. Yeah. No, but if you win this series, you win the finals, you might get to play another 2 years. If you lose, it's probably your last year. No offense.
I mean, honestly, I think if we even make it out of this series and or win the finals, it could possibly be his last year anyways, just because he's 38.
I hear you.
Big man at 38. Yeah, I think it's his last year or like one of his last 2 years, regardless of what happens. But he does need to play better. I understand that. But if you're the Celtics and you win Game 3, that puts a pressure on the Knicks.
Sure.
Just because the last thing you want if you're the Knicks to have the series tied 2-2 heading back to Boston.
I guess I don't see the pressure though. If I'm looking at the Knicks, there is no pressure. You're coming home. The Garden's going to be electric. Bring your A game.
Yeah, there is more pressure on the Celtics just because they're
Robinson
champions and they're down 2. Yes.
Jalen Brunson score more than 25 points. Cat score more than 20 points. Bridges, Anunoby, Hart all kind of show up a little bit. It gets scary. It gets scary. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So Game 3 is Saturday, MSG at 3:30 for some reason. I don't know why it's so early. It should be a night game.
It should.
I don't know if y'all have anything in MSG later on in the day. That's why, but yeah, that should definitely be a night game.
I don't know. It really should be a night game, and it's kind of annoying that it's not a night game because now that just wrecked my Saturday. Because I want to watch the game, but I also kind of want to play tennis.
Yeah, same.
So
but hey, I mean, so far, I'm not going to be one of those people who talk shit and then say you guys don't deserve any credit for being up 2-0. You guys were the better team 2-0. So
sure.
But like I said, there's plenty of series left, and we'll see how it turns out. But as of right now, the Knicks deserve all the credit in the world. And hey,
sure, but if you're a Knicks fan,
you're not satisfied until the series is done.
Are you satisfied now? If you're satisfied right now, take off the damn jersey. All right, take off. They ain't dead yet. All right, when the leprechauns die, that's when we can celebrate. But no leprechauns are dead yet. All right, they're just hurt. They're just a little hurt, and they're about to come back and hurt us in our home. You know what I mean? They want Game 3. Crazy. I'm just saying, dude. Game 3 is gonna be electric, and I'm hoping at most, Phil, if it gets to 6, are you believing what they're saying about Game 6?
What?
That it might be the biggest game in MSG history.
Oh yeah, because you guys haven't been to the conference finals since the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I believe so. Any game for the Knicks that is one win away from sending them to the conference finals, it's gonna be the biggest game of for them in the 2000s.
Celtics, plus it's I mean, it brings so much historical value to said game. So I mean, no offense, I would like to beat you in the 3 and 4 personally. I'd like to just put you away personally. I'd like a sweep. I doubt that's gonna happen. I really doubt that's gonna happen, but yeah, no, seriously, good. It's gonna be a really crazy Game 3, and it's probably gonna be a crazy Game 4. I can see the Celtics also winning the next 2. You know what I mean? Hopefully, we need one of the 2, and I you know what I mean. Like this is still a very loaded team. That's all I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like that's all I'm trying to say.
Okay, and we're also, if you hear clicking in the background, we're trying to figure out our WNBA fantasy league as well. So
sorry about that.
I know that's everyone. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to figure it out too.
I just can't do Wednesdays. the only day I can't do.
Shit.
Is it
Well,
on a Wednesday?
have someone draft for you? Maybe
Dog, are we really doing that on a Wednesday?
that's what the vote won. So yeah,
Wow, that's some bull. What time on Wednesday?
that's what I'm trying to figure out now. But hey, we can talk about that off air. But
That's crazy.
yeah, so yeah, stay tuned. Next Thursday, we'll see how the series looks like. It may be over, it may not be over. But yeah, we might get WWE projected this a while ago. They had Halliburton and Jalen Brunson on their Friday Night SmackDown program, and that might be our Eastern Conference Finals, which would be crazy. But hey, also, John, I have a question for you that's not related to basketball. Well, it's sort of related to basketball, but I saw this random post online.
Sure.
And it says one basketball movie has to go. And John, I just want to know your opinion on which movie would you get rid of?
Okay. What do we got here?
Like Mike, the one with Bow Wow in it.
Okay, that's a pretty good movie.
Love and Basketball. I don't know if you ever saw it.
Yeah, it's top 5. No doubt.
Okay. Space Jam, the Michael Jordan version.
It's a pretty good movie. I'm not gonna lie.
And Coach Carter. Which one do you get rid of?
This is gonna be so controversial. This is a hard question for me, Phil. So you said the options were Coach Carter, Love and Basketball, and then Like Mike, and then the last one was Michael Jordan's. Yeah.
Yep.
Space Jam. You're gonna hate me. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with Space Jam.
Is it crazy? That's my vote too.
No, it's not that crazy. Well, hear me out. Can I tell you why?
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know if I want to announce this on the podcast, but what I'm saying is Love and Basketball is a top five for me. Sports movie, you got around, you know what I mean? You could group anybody into that. It's good. You know what I mean? Top 5. You know what I mean? Then I got Coach Carter. Great movie. Amazing lines from that movie. Love it. You know what I mean? It puts education along with sports. You know what I mean? It's a great time. And then Like Mike, it has Jason Kidd in it. So like it has all the other NBA players, AI, you know what I mean? Like you get to see everybody. You know what I mean? And no offense, Michael Jordan's Space Jam. As much as I love it,
it's not the best Space Jam.
It's not the best. I don't know. Why was we do that?
I'll try to catch you. I'll try to catch you.
I would say it's a better Space Jam because what Michael did with it. Because I don't know if you remember, but he created a gym and he had everybody run through LA that summer. And then
Michael Jordan's Space Jam was better Space Jam for sure.
I mean, but like to me, like I grew up with Like Mike. You know what I mean? So like Coach Carter and like Love and Basketball are definitely there. And then Like Mike, it had everybody. You know what I mean? It really did. It was good. It was a great movie.
Yeah.
What about you though?
I agree. I'm taking off Space Jam as well, just because.
What's your top 2? Like what's your 1, 2, 3?
Love and Basketball, Coach Carter, and then Like Mike.
Damn it, we agreed on everything.
Yeah, I mean, we could possibly do some stuff like this later on and like the offseason as well. Like, top 10 basketball movies, top 10 football movies, or top 10 sports movies in general. So yeah, we're gonna rack up some ideas for this offseason. If you're watching this down below, or watching the recording, or listening to the audio, feel free to drop us some ideas for the offseason. Whether it's rankings, whether it's one got to go, food reviews, movie reviews. Hell, we could go to Netflix and maybe hop on playback and do like series reviews, or because Gilbert Arenas and Javaris Critton have a Netflix documentary series out. There's the Olympics documentary that's out. Hey, Brett Favre is having a documentary out.
I'm not watching that. I'd rather eat class than watch Brett Favre's documentary. Sorry about it.
But it could be why he was such a dickhead to everybody.
Maybe. I doubt. You think he gonna say that? You think that's what
the documentary is painting him in a bad light. It's about all the bad stuff he's done. It's not praising him.
Really? Okay. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what's up.
Yeah, we could do maybe also I was thinking about doing our Discord, or like bring that up so we can do like watch parties or stuff in there, etc. Because IBT has one. I think we should have one as well to do activities with people who watch us. Because as of right now, we have like around 450 subscribers on YouTube. Pretty good. Very thankful for y'all. And if y'all want to do stuff or like watch stuff in the Discord, etc., feel free to let us know. We want to get to know y'all and know how y'all feel about our content, etc., so we can make it better. So, and also we want to talk to you about sports and everything else. So we want to get to know our community. So
Exactly.
yeah. So hey, last words before we head out.
You ready? I got it. I don't mean to hijack your last words, but let's make it about George Pickens to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
How do we feel? Come on, Phil. Come on, Phil. What's up? I gotta ask. How do you feel about it?
I mean, hopefully Pickens doesn't end up like all the other receivers that the Steelers have traded in the past, complete drop off from their last season in Pittsburgh.
Sure, but Juju won a championship after he left Pittsburgh. So did Antonio Brown.
But their production, like in yards per game, like completely cut in half. Because Juju was like the fifth option. Antonio Brown went crazy. Martavius Bryant was out the league. Chase Claypool, I believe, is out the league.
Sure.
So yeah. But I mean, hey, the Steelers do know when to give up wide receiver talent. I mean, bright side, on the worst case scenario, the Cowboys do get a well needed, number 2 option with CeeDee Lamb. Let's just hope out it doesn't pan out the way that the other wide receivers that left Pittsburgh career has played out. So
can I say something that's a crazy ass prediction that probably won't happen?
What?
Amari Cooper to the Steelers.
He still is unsigned. Keenan Allen's also unsigned.
Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, and Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers. Do it.
You mean Allen Lazard?
Allen Lazard's technically still a Jet, so
he's gonna get
traded.
traded.
Have to pay a little price.
Yeah, they'll probably trade like a late pick for him.
But I don't know. I'm excited. I mean, I don't mean to say I'm excited about the Cowgirls, but I mean, like, Dak finally has a number 2, so there's no excuses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know when Aaron Rodgers is going to sign. Apparently, he's going to sign right before the season starts. But
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because like, why would he want to go through all that extra stuff?
Yeah, because he's a veteran. He knows what's going to happen.
That's what he's saying. Basically, he's basically like, yeah, I have football in mind. Like, how much stuff can I get away with not doing? Even though you're going to give me millions of dollars. Like, no, I don't mean to be like that, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's insane that he doesn't go to OTAs. It's insane that, I don't know, a little bit. Just because, like, you would think that's how it starts. But
yeah, but if he doesn't sign, Skylar Thompson, Mason Rudolph, good luck. It's basically just going to be DK Metcalf because that wide receiver room.
Who's that kid they took at Ohio State or Syracuse? No, the Syracuse.
Will Howard?
Philly.
Oh, Will Howard from Ohio State.
Yeah. That's also.
Even with that, Najee Harris is gone. The O-line is depleted, and DK Metcalf is your only wide receiver. So it's going to be very well if you want to count Pat Freiermuth as a weapon, but yeah, not the greatest offense right now for Pittsburgh. So, but hey, you know how I feel about Pittsburgh. They'll eventually find a way to get to 500 and then choke in the playoffs. So
they have a great head coach. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, and everyone hates him. He is too good. That's why.
We're mad at people for being too good at their job. Like it's. I'm about to just.
Coach Tomlin, you want a better pick and tank? No, I want to fight. He's like, Mike Tomlin, do you want a better pick and try to tank? Nope, I want to lose the first round of the playoffs every year, almost every year.
I mean, that's what he's being paid for.
Yeah, but I know that he's getting paid for that. But at the same time, you're stalling your own process by barely making the playoffs and not getting better draft picks.
I guess, but you can't purposely tank. That's technically against the rules.
I mean, obviously, we know
technically against.
We've known team tanks, but you can disguise it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, but hey, we'll see. It is May right now. NFL the draft's wrapped up. We'll have more on football season coming soon.
Word.
So hey, we're gonna be doing year 4 or 3 for NFL.
Season? Yeah. It should be a fun year. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, look at us. Year 3 or 4 in NFL. I gotta check what year is it.
We're gonna get back into it. Hopefully, I think it's 3, but I don't know.
It's 3 or 4. I know that because we did year 1 or 2 already. So yeah, I know it's 3 or 4. Sorry. Right. For my last words, Celtics come back. I think
close it out, baby.
I'm saying that until they're officially eliminated. I'm not giving up any hope until the Knicks have won 4 games in the series, which they are 2 away. I understand, and both games are going to MSG. But like I said, the Celtics do play better on the road. Jason Tatum in elimination games have been absolutely electric. I think like 30 plus points per game. So even if they do lose one of those games, Jason Tatum can bounce back with hopefully, because it all starts with Jason Tatum, for being honest. Yes, he gets a lot of flack because, he wants to be, or is trying to be face of the league. But yeah, everything starts with him. If you're telling me that the Celtics lost both games by one possession and Jason Tatum had an ass game, I can only imagine what happens if Jason Tatum has a good game.
I hear you. Wait until Jalen
yeah.
get that good game too, though.
And the Knicks won without Jalen Brunson being like great in game 2. So yeah. So there's both sides to the coin right there. But yeah, I'm saying Celtics come back until they can't. So until triple zeros hit on
see what happens. We'll see
the
what
next
happens.
fourth win. So that's just me though.
I'm with you. I gotta go though. Let's get it.
Okay. Yep. So yeah. So with that being said, that has been the pod. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you check out our socials. Make sure you check us out on all the audio platforms. Check us out on the gaming channel as well. Tomorrow will be a WWE My Rise episode, so stay tuned for that. Follow us on our socials. Follow on my social and John's social. Some great photography work that he needs to post more.
Yeah, sorry about it.
Yeah. I'm calling you out on live, but
on live.
But yeah. So yeah. Also starting the conference finals, I will be doing watch parties. John may or may not be able to, but regardless, as soon as the conference finals start, watch parties will be back. So stay tuned on our playback and our Twitch and YouTube. So stay tuned to that. And with that being said, for myself and John, let's have a good rest of the playoffs. Round 2 has been amazing so far. Keep it up, NBA. And we'll see you next time on Baller Central.
Yep.
Deuces.
He's a producer.
Hey. Look, this sacred days are coming soon. I'm just tired of waiting. And tears falling in my prayers. I've been crying for patience. I'm scarred. I gotta live the rest of my life with abrasions. You can't convince me that time isn't wasting. I feel like Hamilton the way I've been writing these pages. So you can call me, but you best be on time with the payments. So you can turn this off if you don't like what I'm saying. Or if these lines are too basic. Just know my life getting crazy. Times is getting harder, that could really spark an artist. And I ain't giving up for nothing, I just try my hardest. I say a prayer for the ones departed. A cold world, I just want to show how pure my heart is. But I see the comments, stories going around about the kid, but I'm so timeless, bad energy can't get to me. I'm the reason why we like this, allegedly. But once I see the best from you, that's when you get the best from me. I'm here for your elevation, success ain't a destination. Ain't looking for reparations, ain't looking for no type of savings. Back up the rest of my savings, can't get no rest in the basement. Can't even lie to you, baby, time that we spent was amazing. And I ain't trying to replace you for you, my mind is still racing. I lost a step, but I'm coming back. I used to put my heart all on display, but I'm done with that. Tired of these bonds that pop easier than bubble wrap. In my notes, like a group of sick, you see a bunch of rap. In the studio, I box the beat, is just a punching bag. And for the guys, let them know I love them back. For all of y'all endeavors, I'm wishing you good luck on that. Shout out Q for the beat. This one a groove for the streets. You say you down with me, baby. You gotta prove it to me.